I was born and raised in Edgewater, New Jersey, with my 9 siblings in a 2-bedroom flat. My dad was the hardest working man alive. He worked as a printing press foreman during the day, and he washed trucks at night so he could support his kids. My mother was a full-time housewife. She was the best mom in town, and she adored her children. I always wanted to grow up and be just like her. I was a straight D student my entire childhood. I didn't learn until I was much older that I had been dyslexic, but in those days you got labeled the dumb kid. And in hindsight, that was a gift, because I had all day long to daydream because I couldn't learn a thing. I've spent my entire life trying to prove once and for all that I am not stupid. That's the truth. That's what drives me. I graduated from college with a degree in education, and I decided to become, of all things, a teacher. I hated it. I had 22 jobs before I landed the one that would make me rich. I was working as a waitress at a diner and met a man who became my boyfriend, and he was the guy who said, with your personality, you'd be great in real estate sales. He offered to start a real estate company. He became my partner and took 51% of the stock. The company I started rented apartments in New York City, and so my job was to run around town opening doors for people and chatting them up, and I just loved every minute of it. Within 2 years, I had 14 agents and $500,000 in sales. 5 years later, my boyfriend came home and announced he was marrying my secretary. I thought I would die. On the day I divided the business, my boyfriend said, "You'll never succeed without me." When I started the Corcoran Group, people thought I was cute, but they didn't take me seriously. Inside, I was anything but cute. I was dead serious about becoming the largest real estate broker in New York City. The Corcoran Group was the innovator in the industry. We were the first company to sell real estate on the internet.
Barbara Corcoran, her business is the creme de la creme.
I was competing against giant companies all owned by men. It was the old boy network, and I was not invited in. A lot of people think that being a woman in business is a disadvantage, but I saw it as a great asset. I was different than the old guys that I was competing with.
The undisputed champion.
By 2001, we had more sales than any other competitor in New York City, and I realized my dream of being the queen of New York real estate had just come true. When we were growing up here, this was a rough neighborhood. It was a factory town. We were allowed to play from that corner to that corner, so this one block was my world as a kid. Everything happened here. All 12 of us lived on that ground floor there. It felt so big then. I still don't believe we all fit there, honestly. This street is chock full of memories for me. I have to pinch myself at times to make sure it's all real, because everything I dreamt about from the time I was a little kid till now has come true for me. When I think about growing up in that 2-bedroom flat with 9 siblings, and now I have a penthouse on 5th Avenue, New York City, where I could actually see my hometown from my big terrace, I think to myself, isn't this a miracle? You never know what life brings. Pretty remarkable.